important piece is adjusting your budget and your forecasts. So based on that performance review, for example, you may need to adjust your budget for the remainder of the year, right? Does that mean maybe you need to actually pour in a little bit more into your marketing budget and actually do more on the marketing side, do more on your high fives, do more on your actual income producing activities? And we talk about this a lot in coaching. We just did not too long ago, actually. And making sure that you're calendaring your time blocking and protecting that time, doing all these things that you need to be doing in order to boost your numbers, because gosh dang it, what's the statistic now? You need 25 touches before they finally actually decide to do a deal.
Something like that. I've seen it anywhere from 18 to 30 is like, depending on who you're listening to on that. But it's a lot. 25, I think, is a good average.
Sometimes as much as it was.
Yeah. It used to be, anyway. But basically, at that point, you need to increase your marketing efforts or reduce your expenses or actually start to prospect.
Both. So, somebody said, didn't you guys say it was 126? Okay, Jamie's talking about two different things. 126 is approximately the number of people that you need to reach in order to generate a lead. Okay. 25 is the number of times that you need to talk to that lead before they're going to convert into an actual piece of business. And that's just kind of nationwide. And like I said, I mean, there's a lot of different ideas of like how that counts. And plus, I mean, think about it too. If you're bringing in an internet lead, that's probably closer to 30 or 35 times that you're going to have to touch them before they're going to turn into business. Whereas if it's a referral from a past client, that might be 6 or 7. So a lot of that is going to be driven based on your business model too. But again, that's why it's so important to know where your business is coming from so that you can judge, okay, am I on track? Am I off track? Because if you don't know what percentage of your business is coming in from referrals compared to internet leads, then you can't track that.
Oh, they're asking us to repeat it. So the thing was, you need to be talking to somebody on average 25 times before they finally transact. Before, it was like 5 times. Over the last 2 years prior.
And then you need to reach about 126 people in order to get that person into your funnel, if that makes sense. Hopefully.
A lot of people, a lot of conversations. So if you're feeling it and your pipeline's dry, now you know why. And sorry, I'm not directing that directly to you, Carla. I was just being general. Like if anyone on this call is listening and they're like, man, no wonder why I'm way behind on my goals. No wonder why I'm not transacting. No wonder why my pipeline isn't full. It goes back to the basics. It is tracking numbers, but it's also conversations. We're in a relationship-based business. And at this point of the year, that's where you need to start to adjust your budget, figure out where you're spending too much, cut back, spend towards marketing, get in front of more people. Where can you spend your time, your money, your efforts to have more conversations?
Yeah, exactly.
And I think too, it's important to realize like, it's okay to adjust your goals too. Like, let's say like, it doesn't do you any good to beat the crap out of yourself for the next 7 months of the year because you're behind. So if you are behind or if you're ahead, reevaluate where you're at right now and think to yourself, okay, so what is realistic for me going forward? If you blew it the first quarter, like that's fine. This is day one again for you, right? And then you can start over and you can be more committed, right? Because at the end of the day, this is a lead generation game. It's a prospecting game, right? So be more committed to your lead generation and your prospecting, and that will in turn turn into more listings, more sales, more buyers. We know that. Even in places, I know there's a few people in this group who've talked consistently about low inventory. There is always inventory to be had. And actually our coach came out and said it a couple of days ago. And I was like, dang, like it was like right in the heart. Because it was basically like, you're not doing and I'm not saying this to be mean, but you're just not doing the work, right? Like, so if there's no inventory for you, then you need to go deeper. You need to go harder. You need to go faster, right? And that's just, it is what it is. So maybe you need to expand. Maybe instead of working 1 county, now you're going to be working 3 counties. Maybe instead of doing 1 hour of lead generation and prospecting a day, you're going to do 3 hours of lead generation and prospecting a day. Maybe instead of only following up with incoming leads, now you're going to come up with a campaign that is outgoing, right? So it really is, it's an activity, it's activities, right? You will always go back and there will be a direct correlation between your business and your activities.
Yeah.
Always.